is Hios again. So good with that first touch and just drawing the
man of the match for me.
Oh, that's a lovely bit of skill. Chance for Palmeiras. There it is. Paulinho breaks the deadlock, and Palmeiras are perhaps on their way to the quarterfinals.
Now here we go. It's a great turn. The Botafogo defender, I can't see who it is, commits a little bit too much. It's a touch as well. I think John's got his corner covered. There's a touch. Unlucky for Barbosa.
One good delivery, one well-timed leap, and it could be a breakthrough. Reece James tries to catch him out, and he does! Trubin erected the wall, but he didn't get the right planning permission. Reece James gives Chelsea the lead in Charlotte in the last 16 of the Club World Cup. And this tight, cagey game finally gets the breakthrough.
Absolutely brilliant from Reece James to have the bravery to do that, and then the quality and the pace to pull it off. See it from the goalkeeper's angle, it has to be inch perfect. It absolutely is from Reece James. The quality he has in his right foot deceives Trubin. Genius from the young right back.
Reece James, who scored a free kick for the England national team against Latvia in March. That is just his third goal of the campaign for Chelsea.
Of touches on his shoulder.
Here they come again. Cole Palmer slips it to Caicedo, and Nkunku. How did that not go in? It does the second time. Enzo Maresca joins the celebrations. Chelsea in front again. This crazy, crazy game in Charlotte takes another twist.
Look at the celebrations. You can't tell me that the English clubs don't care about this competition, don't want to win this competition. Everyone to a man has celebrated that goal. Everyone on the pitch. It's another mistake from the goalkeeper, Trubin. Cole Palmer does well, slips it through to Caicedo, goes under Trubin's arm. Nkunku, the quickest to react, does well, doesn't just shoot. Make sure he gets it over the defender, Otamendi. Look at that, quickly he reacts, knows he has to lift it. Does it perfectly over the outstretched legs of Otamendi.
Brilliant initially from Otamendi. But Nkunku afforded the second bite of the cherry. And surely Chelsea won't let the lead slip again here. If anyone can, it's him. But he's outnumbered. And now Chelsea have got the numerical advantage. Pedro Neto, this can seal it. Into the quarter-final now. No doubt about it. As Pedro Neto gets Chelsea's third, and Benfica's brave resistance is surely shattered now.
Proud here, switch off. When the ball goes to Pedro Neto with Otamendi chasing him, there's only one winner. He has all the time in the world to set this up on his left foot. Has a little look, see if anyone's free. No, there isn't. I'm going to slot this beyond the goalkeeper. Chelsea are into the quarterfinals.
Neto, who looked to see what the other options were, and backed himself to finish. Surely the final nail in the coffin. Benfica, but he was always backpedaling, always stretching. And Nkunku can't be offside inside his own half. Palmer. Chelsea have Benfica where they want them now. On the rack. Kane and Dewsbury Hall, and the Chelsea celebration will go long and loud tonight in Charlotte. This tight, cagey game becomes a cakewalk later.
His shirt, and somehow he has the quickest reaction. Again, look how many players Benfica have put forward. As this drops to Nkunku. Comes to Cole Palmer, could have played it back to Nkunku, turns it down, plays it to Dewsbury Hall. Look at the reaction. Otamendi, he's the one that's fighting. But Dewsbury Hall gets across him onto his left foot. Look at that. That touch there takes Otamendi out of the game. Looks up, has the composure then to dink it over Trubin.
Kane and Dewsbury Hall, who scored in the Europa Conference League semi-final in May.
I wonder how much they've been able to take from that into planning for this game. Looks like Vitinha to deliver this one for PSG. Vitinha goes in towards the back post! And it's the Parisians that lead in just 5 minutes. And it's the youngster João Neves that's got it.
It's a brilliant free kick, but he's completely unmarked. João Neves, the smallest player on the pitch, and he's well onside. Comfortable header. Brilliant ball in from Vitinha. But in truth, he has to be marked. That comes down to the preparation before the game to allow João Neves to make that move and that run around the far post. Mustari really has absolutely no chance at this point, and that is the dream start for PSG. Nightmare for Inter Miami.
Well, if you are enjoying the FIFA Club World Cup coverage on DAZN as PSG look to overlap here. Fabian Ruiz into João Neves. The Parisians double their lead. He could have been a selfish Fabian Ruiz, but he wasn't for his teammate. Look at the pressure, the hunting mentality from the Parisians that have been ruthless so far. Just onside is the Spaniard. And it was all about that killer pass into João Neves, who's just bagged the brace in the FIFA Club World Cup.
And that was my point earlier about players just playing the extra pass. Many players, if you're in Fabian Ruiz's position, would have took that shot on, but he done the right thing. Simple 5-yard pass into João Neves. He makes it 2, and now
there's the overlap. Doué whips it across. And it goes from bad to worse. As much as Fabian Ruiz want to take the goal.
he might be offside. No, he wasn't. There was the second phase of play, so he's onside. But again, the marking, 2 centre-backs are not checking their shoulders. They don't spot Fabian Ruiz. It might be an own goal in the end.
It looks as if it will go down as an own goal.
Alvarez.
A substitution appearance to forget at the moment for the Argentine. Against the Brazilians, Botafogo did beat Seattle 2-0 and Atletico Madrid 4. Here's Barcola. Hakimi off the bar. The rebound falls back the Moroccans' way.
Look at the movement with Barcola, bottom right-hand side of the screen. He's well onside. Jordi Alba nowhere near spotting the run of the youngster. And then you're just relying on luck if you can try and survive, or can Astari find a save? He can't.
Achraf Hakimi, 2 goals in 2 games in the FIFA Club World Cup. The first deflection and save was nearly a moment of brilliance.
Here's Elise. Brilliantly controlled. A couple of step overs back for Serge Gnabry, but couldn't find his teammate. That's a good tackle as Upamecano steps forward. It's Harry Kane on his left foot! And he's found the back of the net via the post! What a hit from Harry Kane! He strikes a chord in the Hard Rock.
About in getting into areas, but it's this moment here, that tackle round the corner, and then as he gets out of his feet, I think it's underneath him, but if anybody can, Harry Kane with that lovely strike. He just says he sees the goal, he knows where, just drifts it. It's a bit of fortune into that near post. He'll take it. Again, Harry Kane leads the line, and this is a huge start to the game.
A 40th goal of the season for Harry Kane. Harry Kane, Serge Gnabry in his way. Lima now. Push the venture forward. And into the penalty area. Lima, the cover's there though. Had to be. Might be open here, and it's 3 from range. Leon Goretzka. Well, he saw the avenue, and he threaded it right down it. He's looking well worth it.
Well, just see he tried to clear it away, but his touch is good. He's all the time, and just don't watch the eyes. He swung it really late. Goalkeeper flat-footed because that late reverse. Goretzka, because he can line it up for such a long period of time, just spins it late. He knows he's got the goalkeeper, he knows it's there very, very quickly.
Substitute to enter the fray for Bayern Munich. So they try and do something almost immediately through the feet of the youngster. Given away though, that's poor, that's Kane, that's very good from Harry Kane. Flamengo play themselves into trouble once again. You can't give it away in that area, especially when England's top scorer, Bayern Munich's top scorer, Harry Kane, is lurking.
Yes, but you've got to be sure it's here now, and it's then the reverse pass is nice. That touch is difficult to get out your feet into a position where you can see the goal. He already knows. Brilliant finish with the instep. So cool, collective, upright, real quality into the corner. That's what he does every single day in training, is what he's done all through his career. And that should be job done for Bayern Munich.
Change your game, not necessarily going to challenge as you would ordinarily do, so they've just got to play so they aren't on that yellow card.
Martinelli has forced it through there. He is one of those players on a yellow, and he now tries to get himself into the middle. There's an opportunity. They've done it. Kanu. What a start for Fluminense.
By surprise, you just see the pressing here. We spoke about the spaces down the side. It's Arias who goes over there, puts the ball in, takes a wicked deflection, but then it bounces in the box. But then give Kanu, he has the presence of mind, because a lot of these times you'll try and go with your feet. He's just ducked down and he's headed into the back of the net, and what a start for Fluminense. And you have to say they have deserved it. They've pressed into Milan and they found where the spaces are down the sides. They get the ball into the box.
I think it'd be a while before the game restarted.
Header away from De Vrij. But look at the space that's opened up here for Hercules! Cue the celebrations!
Not just on the pitch, but off the pitch in the stands, supporters crying. That's how much it means, and they've deserved every bit of glory they're getting, and every bit of glory that's coming their way. Hercules with a finish, and what a performance it has been. They've had to deal with the pressure, they've had to deal with opportunities coming against them, but when they get their chance to strike and put themselves in the quarter-final, Hercules, he does it.
1-2, that's good. Malcolm still going, supported by Joao Cancelo. Edison tried to shift it, back in from Malcolm, handed to the net by Marcos Leonardo. What a start to the second half. Al Hilal are back on level terms in Orlando, and it's the Brazilian Marcos Leonardo.
It's an electrifying start to the second half. This man Malcolm weaving in and out. It's another cross, Cancelo this time, but he whips it low, causes damage. And it's Leonardo with the striker's instinct, heads it into the empty net. What a start to the second half for Al Hilal.
41 seconds after the restart. Bernardo Silva's delivery, headed out by Cano. This is Joao Cancelo. Oh, what a pass that is. Malcolm has to be onside. He was inside his own half. Malcolm for Al Hilal! Some Brazilian magic! And Manchester City's lead is gone!
I'd said he'd have to put this team on his shoulders in Aldasori's absence in his second half. He's certainly done that. What a pass, the outside of his foot. I think it's Cancelo, has to be Cancelo. Running through on goal on his left foot, keeps his composure, looks up, has a look at the goalkeeper there. Slots it into the far corner. What a turnaround.
They knew they wouldn't get many chances tonight. But they have been given a real game here by Al Hilal. Ruben Neves sends it in. Edison Donovan coming! And it's Koulibaly! 3-2 to Al Hilal! They lead Manchester City again! And this time there's no Haaland on the pitch to help rescue City. It's only his third goal of the season.
It's a brilliant header, Connor. It's a great ball in from Ruben Neves. Just sort of flicks it on. Oh, look at the neck movements to get that from the near post to the far post. It's perfection.
He's defended like a demon tonight. And now, the Senegalese international, Kalidou Koulibaly, uses his head. Al-Yami's throw. Milinkovic-Savic. Ruben Neves. Renan Lodi. Milinkovic-Savic! What a save! It's in! There's no offside flag! They've done it again! For the third time tonight! Al Hilal take the lead! Second and third goals of the tournament tonight. Renan Lodi's delivery. Milinkovic-Savic might have scored himself. Great save from Edison, but it's the poacher's position.
They just know where to be, good forwards. Off the header, he gambles. Edison can only punch it one way.
And every trick of the book being deployed here as Al Hilal delay the restart. Doesn't matter what part of the body it goes in, as long as it's not your hand.
Fran Garcia skips away from his man Conceição. Vini Jr. onto the penalty spot, headed away at the back by Lloyd Kelly. Alexander-Arnold! There's the header! Gonzalo Garcia! Who needs Kylian Mbappe when you've got young Gonzalo Garcia?
He keeps looking, probing, finding positions, and they were just adding so much pressure. It was just this floated ball here, and then he just attacks it, directs it centrally into the roof of the net. It was a strong header. It was good with guidance. He's waited, he rises, he was under pressure, but he delivered.
Monterrey dug in defensively.
Yes, very much now a back five for Monterrey. That allows Dortmund the control.
Adeyemi here. Guirassy! It's taken barely 13 minutes for the go-ahead goal for Dortmund. And Guirassy with his second goal of these Club World Cup finals.
From Guirassy, and it's beautiful from Dortmund. Wonderfully worked, one-touch football. The combination in there is such tight space. But when you've got the movement, you've got the understanding, it buys Guirassy that time of when he's got the touch. And from there, just that little knockback and the touch from there bought him the time and space. He opens up, sends Andrada the one way, goes the other. It's been a tetchy, scrappy start there. It was clinical, brilliant attacking football from Dortmund.
Herman Berterame for Monterrey. Arteaga robbed by Reazon, and now on his bike is Adeyemi with Rodriguez. Adeyemi still here. Guirassy again! and they have double M money in Atlanta.
Now, this was a contentious moment. Ryerson, there's nothing in it, just stands his ground, gets a touch on the ball and is away. But it's all thanks to Adeyemi. His pace, initially his skill to get away, and then his knowledge that Guirassy was going to come up and be in support. And much like the first goal, as soon as it came to him, the opportunity, the poise that he has over the ball, the clinical nature of the finish, his breathing space of Dortmund, they've looked scintillating in this first half.
Well, he scored 1 from 11 shots in the 3 games in the group stage, 2 from 2 tonight for Serhou Guirassy. And for Niko Kovac, his team now are in total charge of this last 16 match.